Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a cast on that you can use to do 2 socks at the same time from the toe up on a magic loop, which is 1 long circular needle. You're going to start by making a slip knot and put it on one of the needles which you are going to hold at the bottom. So there's my slip knot, there's my tail, and I have the slip knot on the needle at the bottom. And here's my working yarn. You're going to now wrap the yarn around the needles for the number of stitches you want to cast on, and for most socks that would probably be 12 to 16 depending on your foot. I'm going to do 10 for the purposes of teaching. So you take your working yarn, you come from the bottom and up behind the needles and wrap around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up around one more time and just tuck it under the top needle between the 2 needles to hold it secure. And we're going to count our loops on both needles. On the top needle we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the holding wrap. On the bottom we have the slip knot, which does not count as a stitch. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Now we're going to start our second sock. So we're going to slide them back a little bit. We're going to take the other yarn, which I'm using 2 different colors just for the purposes of demonstration. Obviously, if you're making socks, they might or might not be the same color. We're going to make a slip knot. We're going to put the slip knot on the same needle, so again on this bottom needle where the first slip knot is. Put the slip knot on, snug it up, hold the tail out of the way, and here's our working yarn. And we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it up again and tuck it in to hold it. And because I've learned through hard experience, it's worth double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus a holding loop on the top needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the slip knot on the bottom needle. There we go. We're good. Now we are going to pull the bottom needle, which is the one with the slip knot. We're going to pull that out. Is that what we're going to do? Yes, we're going to pull that out and turn it around so we're ready to knit with it. We're going to take off that holding loop. So the yarn is now coming around the bottom needle, and we're going to start knitting off that top needle. Now we're going to knit the 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have the first sock on one needle and the other half of it on the cable. And if you look at the back side, we have a purl row here, a row of purl bumps. We're going to drop the first working yarn, pick up the second one, make sure that that knot is still, that slip knot is still on the bottom cable, which it is. Oh, we're twisted around here. Let's untwist. There we go. That's right. And take off the holding loop. And we're going to knit the 10 stitches on the second needle with the second yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we have this funny looking thing with a half a knit row and purl bumps on the back side. turn it around. Now you're going to slide the empty needle down to where the loops are, to the stitches, and pull your top needle out and bring it around to knit width. Take the slip stitch and just drop it off the needle and pull it out, and just let the tail hang down between the needles, and go ahead and start knitting the other halves of the stitches of the first loops that you put on. 1, 2, and you can pull that tail snug. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, how about that? So now we have the toe of the sock, which essentially looks like 2 rows of knit that you kitchenered together with purl bumps on the back side. Drop the working yarn, find your second needle, your second yarn. There we go. We have an extra loop here. Let's get rid of that. Take your slip knot, your slip stitch from the original, and drop it off and pull it out. And get your working yarn and start knitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let go of your needle, and we now have the 2 socks set up. And you'll notice that your tail is coming from the midpoint of the row. So the beginning of each row is where there's no tail. Start knitting your sock, turn it around, push the empty tip back through the stitches. Oh, come on, slide on, thank you. And pull your other needle out, and you're ready to start your toe increases. And that's how you do the cast on. That's all.